Almost Famous Radio podcast with your host, Jeffy McJefferson. Let's go.
And welcome to the Almost Famous Radio podcast. We are back at Cartwrights again. Yay, right? All right, so we're going to be hanging around here talking to some people. If I could talk to myself, we'll try that out. That should be a requisite for a podcast, I guess. But so we got Rayette.
Hello.
We got Jason the barbecue guy. Woo. And the wrecker. Hey. Teresa's standing by over there just kind of chilling. And as we go around the table, I have got volatile substance. I'm going to go ahead and get that out the way right now. I had that last time, but go ahead, Rayette.
I have my usual Dutch Rose.
And Jason.
Hula hooch.
And you said it was okay. And who makes
good.
it?
It's a backside up in Roseburg.
Okay. The wrecker.
Hazy little thing.
Okay. That's a good one. And Teresa's got her Twisted Tea. But what I kind of wanted to start out with, Rayette told me a story the other day. And it was like, I was like kind of flabbergasted, kind of freaked out about it. It's not, Rayette, just tell the story.
Okay, so there was this lady that was it was on TikTok or Reels or something. I don't remember which, but she and some friends went out to dinner and drinks in Dallas. And she would not.
That's Texas.
She would not mention the place, but they were expecting their bill to be about $150 or so, and they got their bill and it was $530.
Oh.
So she started, and she goes, normally I'm not one of those that looks it over. She's just like, has an idea kind of in her head and hands the card over, whatever. Well, she started looking it over, and there was prep charges. So there was a $13 margarita with a $3 prep charge. And she's like, what's this prep charge? And he goes, well, I had to shake the margarita.
What? And I was like, what? Are you serious?
And then if you get a double, one of the margaritas, they got some spicy margarita, double shot, whatever. It ended up being an $80 margarita.
Holy heck.
Yeah.
Because if you have a double, it's extra prep charge.
It's an extra shot.
So it's an extra prep charge.
It's an extra shot. Yeah.
It's an extra shot, right?
I'm just curious what other people's thoughts are on this, because
Well,
everyone's telling her to dispute the charges because it wasn't
I'd be
listed on.
Totally.
If it's 17 with a $3 prep charge, just make it a $20 drink. Like,
I agree. How they itemize it like that. We were in Newport a couple weeks ago, and the one place I swore we wouldn't go, they included a 20% charge on top of the gratuity, but just like a keep their workers paid throughout the year through the tourist season and everything. They just want to keep them paid, and I was just like,
that is your tip then.
That's what I was but I still gave them a tip because I get it.
that's three tips.
Yeah,
There's the gratuity that they charge you for, plus a tip on top of it. That's 3 gratuities. That's too many.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was great food. Yeah, I mean, it was one of the best meals I've had in years. So,
and so I see that a lot with like groups of 6 or more, what have you.
Yeah, 8 or 10, I get.
Yeah,
but
yeah. People that included in their bill, I'm like, we're not one of those.
And then they throw that in there.
Prep charge. Never
And a
heard
prep
of that in my
charge.
life.
Wait a minute, how much prep charge should we be charging?
I told that to your brother Rick was here, and she was telling that story to him, and I'm like, dude, you might ought to incorporate that tonight at the bar.
He said every time he lifts a bottle, it's $1.
Yeah.
So
to pour a drink. Like, well, I mean,
Repetitive motion charge.
right?
Exactly.
Right?
For my carpal tunnel surgery.
That's it.
My carpal tunnel fund.
Yeah, that's it. You're just going to pay my disability right here
We
and
went
now.
somewhere not too long ago where they had it was like one of those charges where they charged you like a 20% charge. Where was that? It was in Vegas.
Oh.
Was it at the Gorilla place?
I don't know. I didn't. You saw the bill on that. I didn't see the bill.
Where they charged you like a 20% charge on top of your gratuity. because it was a 20% if you had like 8 people or something, which we had like, no, we had like 6.
We had 6.
Maybe it was over 6 or something. And I'm like, and I noticed it and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, guys. There's already a tip added in this. And they were like, we had never noticed that before.
I think it's typical for a lot of restaurants to do large party. They just do it so you can't skip the tip. You're
Right.
done.
But
It's already-
most people aren't
do
seeing that,
too.
and they're
yeah,
retipping
and I totally get
again.
that. Right.
And I said, tip 0.
Yeah.
You already got my 20% up
Right.
here.
You're not supposed to unless you think that the service is above and beyond, and you want to add more than 20%. Okay,
Right.
but it's not going to be. I'm going to give you another 20%.
But here's kind of my thinking. Okay, so in places like, I believe Oklahoma and Wichita and stuff, they make a minimum wage of like $2 and something an hour, plus
If you're in service.
tips,
Oh, really?
Right.
plus
Oh, they
tips.
include the tips.
Okay, here, minimum wage is what? I don't know, $17 an
15,
hour or
16,
something.
something like
plus
that.
But do they
tips.
really get that and then tips here?
Yes.
Because that seems a little bit.
Well,
I mean, I think everybody would be a server if they're making $17 an hour plus tips. Don't
no,
you think?
they get their minimum wage here.
Yeah, 16 1/4.
That's crazy.
But then,
Yeah.
But then they're taxed on a base tip, whether they got it or not.
yeah, because they
They
accumulate
say,
them
well, we
all.
estimate you're going to make at least 15% of tips, so you're going to have to pay taxes on that, whether you got it or not.
I don't know.
Yeah, their verbiage right here is 20% service charge is included with your check for all in-house dining. The service charge provides equitable pay, access to health benefits, and year-round economic security for our employees.
Where's this?
Up in Newport. Here. We went up to the coast a couple weeks ago, up in Newport, Oregon. You know, it was great dinner. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it wasn't that bad actually.
Hey, we're going to fix a technical thing. Just 1 second. And we're back. We just wanted to get Theresa closer to the mic, but go ahead. Jason, you were saying.
No, you know, that just goes back on the subject. You know, what's the thought on including gratuity versus, you know,
An
personal
expected
feel-
charge
and
like
it-
that. So now you're having to pay their health care and everything benefits?
I mean, why don't you just do a 20% markup and it is what
Call
it
it
is,
good.
but don't call
Right.
it out like that. Just
Don't
just
break it out.
Yeah, just say, hey,
That should be part of their business.
exactly
expenses,
That
not your expense.
Exactly. You shouldn't separate it out like that. Say, oh yeah, it's, you know, $20 a plate, but we're going to jack it up $4. Just charge $24 a plate. Don't explain why.
Right.
Just it's $24.
Right.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
don't play the woe is me game.
Exactly. And,
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, so do you, I mean, I like tipping, you know, employees, especially for good
Yes.
service, things
Yes,
like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But if they're going to throw 20% on there for me, I don't know if I can go 20% more after the fact.
Well, and the other thing is what, you know, do you have to give good service if you're getting paid 20% no matter what? Can you give shitty service and
That's a good
just
point.
call
that's a
it?
good
Oh,
point.
that's a good point.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Why bother?
I know there are a lot of local catering businesses, they include an 18% gratuity over, they just tack it on the bill. And it's like, why? You know, we've never tacked on a gratuity.
The whole thing, a tip started because you gave me great service,
Exactly.
so I'm giving you a
We
tip.
had enough
now
food.
it's expected for everything.
We had enough, the food was great, and the service was great.
Well, do a comparative to other countries. They don't like us tipping like we do. They think we're idiots.
Yes.
When you travel, have you noticed
Oh, really?
that? Oh, yeah.
I've never been to another
No, I
country.
never have either.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
I've been
Oh,
to
absolutely.
Mexico, but that was
Mexico's
different.
Way. Europe, a lot of Europe is that way. They're like, what are you doing?
Asia.
Don't
yeah.
leave extra money.
I've
What
been
are
to
you doing?
Ohio.
Because
is that,
they already
is that
get
another
paid
country?
to do their job.
Exactly. Ohio.
If you've been to Columbus, you've been to the pits of hell.
I've been
That's
to-
a different world.
I've been to Alabama. That's a different country.
Hey,
Alabama.
I can tell you that much right now. But go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, so other countries then where
They don't tip. No, because the meals are already expensive enough, and they already know to pay their employees, pay the employee benefits and all that. So when you come along and you leave a tip, they frown on that. I've had people comment to me before, because in Mexico especially, they're like, no, because they don't want their servers to get used to that extra cash.
Sure.
Right.
What?
Because they're getting paid to do a job. Just like we get paid to do our jobs.
Yeah, when's the last time you got a tip at work?
Never.
Exactly. Well, bonus at the end of the year, maybe.
No.
No? Oh.
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
Have you noticed? I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's some commercials on TV that are making fun of all these. Everybody wants a tip. You know, here's
There are.
You
Yeah.
know, there's commercials that make
Yeah.
fun of that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
gotten to the point where you're supposed to tip everybody, and now it's like, you know what, pound sandman. You know, if you're gonna be expensive to employ in the first place and expect, no, not in this state, not in California. Why would you do it?
Yeah, you know what? And they give you those tickets now everywhere or on their little machines, even say just go get an ice cream cone
Yeah.
or anything like that.
You wanna
they'll
leave
say-
a
10,
tip.
15,
how
20,
much
25%.
tip? 15, 10,
for flipping
25,
ice cream.
well,
for
yeah.
custom.
That
Don't
was so
forget the
much-
custom button.
It was so
Yeah, hit
yes.
custom button.
No.
It was so much work to pour that soft serve ice cream, right?
Yeah.
That you've already gotten paid $16.25 an hour to do.
Right?
You see that all over the place, though. Now, on everything that
Oh,
you
yeah.
buy, they put a thing for if you want a tip or not. And then, do you feel guilty or anything like that, and do it anyway?
No.
Or,
So
I don't. I hit no
Nope.
tip often.
I did it at Subway.
So you guys have been in the automotive industry. How many tips have you ever got over the years? It's one thing if somebody gives you a bottle of, they say, hey, you did a great job, or you save me some money. Here's a bottle of bourbon, a bottle of wine, whatever.
I've been doing it for about 25 years, and I don't remember maybe 2, 3, 4 times.
You got a $100 gift card once, didn't you?
Yeah, but I gave it to somebody.
Yeah.
But
Not
yeah.
Theresa.
Do we need to talk?
I don't remember who it went to. I don't.
I
You
saw
know
the
what?
look
I
on
may
her
have. I
face
may
right
have
there,
just
like-
gave it to the shop. I don't know.
I think
we got pizza,
like a
or
lunch or
something.
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
You gave
Yeah,
That's
know,
cool.
it's
Now whenever working up front, and see they don't see the tips all the time, and what we do if they ever if they offered us any kind of cash or anything like that, we would just put it aside into we called it the lunch fund.
Yeah.
right.
And so we would just buy lunches
That's
with
cool.
that for the whole shop and things like that. We didn't keep it.
I tip people that come and do service work at my house because it's better than dealing with my husband doing that work. So, on that
Holy
matter
cow.
there.
Let's just get
wow.
that. Let's just
Same.
get that out of the way
All
right
right.
now.
No, I do. I just tip them because it's like, you know what? They came to the house, they did a good job, and they were good sports about it, so I give them a tip.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Absolutely. And even though they include it in their price anyway.
Well, no, the company gets the money
Oh,
normally,
okay.
so I give the guy a cash. Hey,
Okay.
go get a Coke,
Oh,
go get
yeah,
a burger.
yeah, yeah.
The worker.
Right.
I don't give the company a tip.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
No,
Yeah.
I believe
They're very
anybody that's
excited
doing
when
a
I do that. They're
service,
like, wow.
anybody that's doing a service, we always tip out. We had the dogs got baths and nails trimmed, and Bree came over.
I'm
And,
not picking on you, baby.
it's just here's your gratuity. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
over and doing a great job. And,
Well, I'm sure you get tips in barbecue. I get tips in cookies.
right.
I mean,
All the tips
So-
go to the girls if they're working. We don't.
I keep my tips.
Well, that's why I was saying.
I'm the only
now
one that does it,
I went
though,
to I went to Subway and I got my sandwich and stuff like that, and I paid with a card, and then it asked me how much I wanted to tip, and I put 10%. Okay, so it's like 90 cents.
Right.
It's not like it's a big deal. It's like a $9 sandwich or whatever, and it's 90 cents. I did that.
I have my Dutch Bros app. It says you can set it for tips, and if I get one drink, it's 50 cents. I'm not tipping $1 on a $5 drink.
Right.
Like, that's a big percentage, And then if it goes over, I think I have it set like if it goes over $10, which is like 2 drinks, then it's $1. So I have it set up like that. So
I rarely go to the coffee shops, but I'm bad because I'll tip them $1.
Yeah.
So they're probably going, oh, here comes big old sucker again. We're going to get at least $1 out of this guy.
I think a lot of people probably do that, though.
Well,
I've got a quick point.
Okay.
Why, if everybody's asking for tips, shouldn't there be a minus tip there? You owe me money because your service sucks so fucking bad that I want to pay you less. You made it that bad.
You owe me money.
Yeah.
No,
think,
that's
I
when you
think it
just
should
leave
go-
like a nickel or something.
Penny.
Wasn't it Dad that left a whole smiley face made with pennies at a restaurant because the gal was so bad?
Oh, I love it.
He did. He left it under his placemat. He made a smiley face with pennies. 'cause she was
Really?
bad.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
this is Mikey.
See, that's
I've
That's
had less
awesome.
no tip before.
That's what my ex-mother-in-law said. Do not no tip them. Leave them a nickel. And that way,
Yeah.
because if you didn't tip them, they think you might have forgotten it.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So then, to make sure that they know, you put a nickel on the table for them. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the
What year
smiley
was the
face with the
nickel?
pennies better.
Right? Make sure it's not an old one.
Yeah.
That's worth $3 million.
But like I said, I like that better
That'd be
with
my
the
luck.
pennies. That's
Lucky
even
$3
better.
million.
Well, what about now that fast food, very first jobs kids are getting,
Mm-hmm.
the starting wage is $20 an hour?
Yeah.
What
I
the
would-
heck? And then you're going to tip?
No, not really.
So, like, In-N-Out doesn't allow tips.
Okay.
Because they pay them a good wage.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
So it's like I kind of like that idea because their rates are enough that covers it that you don't need to worry about a tip on top of something you're already paying a lot for.
Why?
And that's what I.
Why would they not allow it though?
Because they pay their employees enough.
Well, I know, but I mean, if somebody wanted to tip them, so they say
I don't
they
know.
have to say
'Cause I've
no.
offered, and they're
I
like,
can-
no.
I can get fired for that.
Yeah, that's
Really?
true. Yeah, it's not allowed.
You know, I learned at a young age. First job I had, I was working at a car wash in high school and
don't-
everything.
I thought we were going to start seeing that working at the car
Car
wash.
wash.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
but no, it was just being polite, doing a service, smiling, opening the doors, being polite. You know, but I was making a pretty decent wage back in 1987, 88, 89. You know, it was just
Yeah.
Just on
$3.75
tips.
an hour.
plus tips. I was doing over $125 a day in tips. You know, it's just.
Were
See?
you one of those that took your shirt off and went across the window?
Well, of course, you know
Working
me well, Rayette.
Work it,
Anything
work
for
it.
money. I was pimping myself out
that's
to the old ladies.
That's where the Ricker minus button comes in.
He's like, I'm sorry, you owe me for
I know
that
it
car
would be
wash.
for me. If I did that, then they would definitely have a minus button.
That was back before cougars were cool. So
Yeah.
You mean before you admitted them?
exactly.
Hot for teacher.
Right. Well, that's another story.
That's a different story. So, okay, Jason and I have talked about this before. Okay, do you like, okay, would you prefer great service and mediocre food or shitty service and badass food?
It's a tough call.
None of the above. I want it all, baby.
That's,
Bring
I
it.
mean, yeah, okay. So,
No, but you know what? You do get that. If you go someplace that has really upscale, yummy food, more often than not, they're kind of snobby and slow.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just know you have to allot the time for that.
because we agreed on it because we picked service, I mean, over mediocre food and then great service because that means a little more, but I mean, I'm not saying if the food is junk, but what do you think, Ricker?
I think I'd have to go. I think that honestly, mediocre food and good service or great service would be more important because generally speaking, great service you're only going to get at a place that has, good to mediocre food.
Right.
If that, like she was saying, if it's got great food, no, most of the time it's going to be snobby and the service is going to suck if you
Come across that too?
Oh, and it's exactly what it is. I'd rather engage with a good server, whether waiter or waitress. They have. The best is when the chefs come out. That's just. That's engaging with your customers.
Yeah.
And-
Here's the question: why are the servers uppity? What do they have that they have to be uppity about? They're waiting on you. They're your server.
Exactly.
I never understood that. Why are they snobby? Because they're working at a high-class restaurant? That makes no sense.
I don't know.
It should be they're better because they're at a high-class restaurant, so they're going to make better tips, right?
Yeah, I also say if you're working at a high class restaurant and you're a server there, wouldn't you bust your ass because you know that
You're going to get a bigger
Nelson
tip.
B. Rockefeller is going
Doesn't seem to
to
be
tip
that
you
way.
well?
It's 20% of
Thurston Howell the Third.
Well, yeah.
a $40 dinner or a $60 dinner.
Lovey, tip the man well. Thank you.
Well, and then you tip on top of the wine too, if you think about it. If you get a bottle of wine with your high dollar meal, you look at the total bill and
Yeah.
then you tip on that. So they're like, oh, they're going to make bank because they gave you a bottle of wine.
Exactly.
I don't know why they're snobby. I don't
Now,
get,
there's
I don't
some
get it.
some people that don't tip on alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah, there are some people
you
who
could
don't
do
tip.
that?
Like,
Yeah,
Sorry, babe.
they tip on the food.
Oh,
Really?
No. I tip on the total.
some people do
So
that.
do I. I go total.
I do total
tip.
bill.
Yeah, total bill.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, number one, I don't qualify to go to high class joints anyway.
But if
So-
but if they bought you a bottle of wine, and now they don't need to pour you another drink all night, you're still going to tip them on that whole bottle? I mean, I'm just asking.
I would.
Yep.
Okay.
They keep tipping it into my glass, and I'm good with
No,
that.
you're tipping it into your glass.
Well, you drink faster than me, evidently.
Because if they leave it on the table in like a,
They'll still come around and feel like you do your water cups.
they don't
Maybe
at
he's not taking you to
Rosario's.
the right places, huh? Huh?
At the Italian restaurant, they put it on your table and you fill your own glass.
Well, is that a carafe or is that a bottle?
It's a bottle.
Huh?
Okay.
Well, I guess everyone's different.
I was just curious.
So this is a good segue into, what you see a lot anymore is the scan the QR code.
Right.
I'm like, no, I want a menu in
Oh,
my hand.
Theresa
I want
menu?
I want a menu in my hand. I don't want to punch my order in. I don't want to order it online. I want a waiter or
So
a
then do you
waitress.
tip yourself if you're taking the order?
Exactly. It goes back to Rick's point. We owe
And then,
they owe
then
me.
they have the robot that brings it out.
It's like, yes, exactly.
So now who are we tipping?
It's like self checkout. I refuse to use self checkout.
Oh, I like self-
We went to a place in Branson that had a fucking robot.
Yes.
They have one here in town at one of the Chinese food places.
And
Let's
I'm
go
like,
there. I want to try that.
And they have one at Tappan Vine now too.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But see, like at Common Block, man. I mean, Common Block, you were like ordering yourself, and you go up there. There's no. Why would you tip?
It was like the chicken place you guys went to in Ashland, where you had to go up and
Bird
get
and
your
Rye.
own bird
Oh,
and rye.
yeah.
Bird and rye.
Rye.
You guys had to go up and put your order in. Then had to go up and get your food. No,
Yeah.
I can
That's,
stay home.
that's cafeteria style.
I can do this. I can do this at home.
Exactly.
If I
Well,
would- it
and the
just
first
doesn't taste
time,
the
the first
same.
times we went to Common Block, it was. I think it's set up a little bit better now, but especially if you're sitting outside. But inside, you go up, you place your order.
No,
Oh, you
it's a
need a drink?
kiosk.
You go up, you place your order, and then they bring your food. Nobody comes back by to say, "Do you need ketchup? Do you need anything? How is everything?"
Exactly.
Nobody
And
comes
they used
by
to
and
have
does that.
servers before COVID, and then after COVID, then during when they could open up and stuff, and then after that they kept the same deal the whole time. They you
Yeah.
you go
yeah, the non-contact BS.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know what? So I'm not tipping anybody.
No, exactly.
I had to do
if
all
I
that
have to
shit
do all the work,
myself.
then no.
And as for the QR code, I agree. Now, I mean, before I can understand it. You open
With
you,
COVID,
you open
nobody
back
wanted
up,
to touch
everything opens back
anything,
up, and
yada,
then
yada.
stuff like that. So, I kind of got that a little bit, but then hey, you know what? That's sorry.
Yeah, but then they realized they could save a lot of money
By
by,
not
not having
printing
all the
menus.
extra workers.
Then we won't go there.
And not
Exactly.
printing menus and
I don't like that okay, so I'm one of them cheap people that don't like the unlimited data. So if you're somewhere and you don't have their Wi-Fi login, your app doesn't always work. So I just play stupid. It's not working.
Did it help?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I've never.
Well, I don't like
You know,
that.
think about it. If everybody has the capability of doing it, it works fine, but not everybody does. So they have to have that eventuality in mind.
my mom wouldn't know what to do with a QR
Exactly.
code. She
And
would
are they
have no
going to
clue.
turn a
Exactly.
customer away because you have no
Yeah,
clue?
she would have no clue what that is.
Well, and again, you go to restaurants. We go to restaurants. We go to Tappan.
Yeah.
We go to Kamal. We go to these places. We have that banter with our waiters and waitresses. We know
Exactly.
them exactly, and they flick us crap, and then
Yeah.
they're flicking them crap. But we get great service. That's part of That's part of what you're paying for. If I wanted to stay home and just be boring, I just cook dinner at home. But
Well, and there's times we go to. I'm going to use Tap and Vine
Right.
as my
Is that
example
a we,
here.
as in he
We go
didn't
to
do
Tap
anything
and
but
Vine,
wait?
But
and we
it's sour
get
face,
great
that's all.
food, and we have Cody Ray as our server. We get good service.
Exactly.
We go to Tap and Vine, we have great food, and we have Daniel, who treats us like crap, but we love him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we get crappy
But
service,
it's the banner.
but good service.
But it's the banner.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
banner. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
building
Treats us
relationship.
like ever-loving shit.
Yep.
But it's like,
Oh, you mean like family?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But we love him too. So
but yeah, he does. It's just what he does.
it's almost like that restaurant. What's that restaurant called?
Dick's Last Resort.
Last
Dick's Last Resort. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have one in San Diego.
They got one
Where
in
they
Dallas.
totally
Yeah,
treat
they
you
got one
like
in
crap.
Dallas.
They treat
you know?
you like crap, but you expect it, and that's what you're paying for.
I've been to
That all
Dallas.
came
I've been to the
from
one in
Ed
Dallas. It's fun.
DeBevick's in freaking Chicago. That's where that all started.
For what?
I think. Ed DeBevick's.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of that.
Look it up. Ed DeBevick's. It's
The original asshole.
Yeah. They
Really?
Yeah. The servers treated you like shit.
I think it's funny.
Well,
Yeah.
see, when we first went
It's
to,
like
It'd be hard not to
flying
take some of it
Southwest,
personal,
you know,
but-
the stupidity.
but I think it's
you know,
funny.
Cattle car.
You're gonna get crappy service. You get nothing and like it. you
I
know.
think it was one of the first years we went to 115 Broiler in Grants Pass for
Oh,
one
yeah.
of my birthdays or something. The waitress came out and she was being kind of snarky with us and
Yeah.
flicking us crap. And,
And there, though, at first you're like,
Yeah.
is she serious?
Are you serious? Or
But it was
are
part of the
you-
show.
And then
she was
it's,
funny.
it's,
It's
funny,
you know,
you know,
Chicago
yeah.
style steakhouse.
We
But
caught it,
again,
you know.
we finally caught on. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was part of the. That's kind of what you're paying for.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yes, beat me some more.
See, I was
But
driving.
we all have that sense of
that
humor that
masochism? What is
it
that?
works well, though.
I was driving down Barnett, and when I first moved here, and I seen an old restaurant sign, and it was Molly Murphy's.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And Molly Murphy's was in Oklahoma as well. And that's another one that would have servers that, gave you shit. Don't ask where the bathroom is. Because they'll put you on the potty train and they'll be going, woo, woo, potty train. All these people, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and they lead you to the bathroom. Yeah, I saw it done, man, and I'm like, dude, I'm glad that, because I'm like, glad I didn't
I'm
have to
either
take
holding this forever
I
or
didn't, yeah, I'm glad I
I'll
didn't have to
find
take a
it
piss right there,
myself.
man, because I was
I'll
like,
just wander around.
yeah,
I'll find a plant
Exactly.
someplace.
I'll watch,
Yeah.
Pictures on
I'll
the
watch
wall.
the next potty train
yeah.
and see
And
where
then-
it's going.
Yeah. And then
See
they
where
had
it
like,
ends.
They had like 3 or 4 servers, and you follow us on the potty train, woo, woo, and then they were just like all of them, and then you have to follow them, and he was.
They should have the potty train down here.
They should have the potty train.
Oh, just
All the way across the
all
store.
the way across the
All the way
store.
across
The
the
walk
place.
of shame.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ride the shame
Well,
train.
how many times have we been sitting here and somebody goes, "Where's the bathrooms?"
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, all the
I mean,
time.
if we did it every
Every-
time,
Clean across.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it happened before we even,
You
when we
say-
were setting up, and somebody came over here. They were looking. It's like, oh, you're looking for the bathrooms.
Those were kids, though. You couldn't
Yeah.
really put them on the potty train. You could, but I
You
mean,
could.
it wouldn't be as funny. Yeah,
The little train.
Because if some
The
guy,
train park.
if some guy, yeah, if some guy comes up and asks, "Hey, you know where the bathroom is on this?" Well, I'm glad you asked.
God, that would be hilarious.
Just past the corn.
I say, "Oh, we got potty train over here."
God,
Especially,
that would be funny.
yeah, especially if somebody knew how to make one of those train whistle noises and stuff like that. Woo, woo, I can't do it. That obviously wasn't even close, but it would be awesome to have somebody do that, man.
We got one for the potty train.
For the
Let's
potty
go.
train, yeah. And it's okay, and we've come here for a while,
It's been a day or
and
two.
it's a great place. But but you have to, like you're saying, you got to go clean across the store just to go to the bathroom. And I learned quickly that you don't wait till the last second,
No.
No.
Right.
because by the time you get over there, and there could be a line of 2 or 3 people,
Right.
and then I'm sitting there, man, I am like
Dying.
doing the pee-pee dance
Yep.
big time, and I'm like, I don't know. I get there and it's finally, I'm like, I don't know if I could have held that another 30 seconds.
Well,
Then I would-
remember, it wasn't too long ago. It's probably a few years ago. We just said, yep, they're both ways bathrooms.
Oh yeah. I've,
Oh, yeah,
I've
we're
went
like,
in the
yep,
other one.
absolutely.
And we're like,
Yes.
whatever hole's open, we're going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
going
waiting.
in. We're like, yeah, we ain't waiting no more.
But,
The
you know,
bladder wants what the bladder
Yeah.
wants.
Right.
Whatever my
But-
bladder identifies as for a moment, that's the one I'm using.
I have the bladder that identifies I want to pee now.
Exactly.
I'll use this. I'll use the
Exactly.
phrase like this. And I hate the phrase, and we'll get into something like that later. But as a guy, okay, and I went. I've been into the girls' bathroom and the guys' bathroom when you had to go because, and then they gave you the go to do that here, by the
Right.
way. And the women's bathroom is like so spotless, clean.
Yes. Why y'all?
And
pigs?
then our bathroom is a pile of crap. I mean, there's like floors filthy. The thing, the toilet is just freaking big, and then your stream is just little, but you miss. And then a lot of times it's on the floor.
I don't have that problem. Do you, Rayette?
No.
No.
But here's the thing. That also
Yeah,
explains
but you guys
a lot
squat.
at home.
You guys squat to pee. So if I squat to pee, I ain't missing.
You could squat to pee too.
That's what I'm saying. I won't miss if I squat
Then
to pee.
start doing it.
No.
What's your excuse?
If I have to, I will.
That's why we have separate bathrooms at home.
That's right. Though. That's why our bathrooms are clean.
But anyway, I'm just saying I'm just saying the contrast.
Anyway.
The contrast of the bathrooms is
subject.
night and day.
Yeah, stay out of ours.
So anytime that I go into the women's bathroom here, I make sure that everything's like pristine, like it was when I got there. I'm like,
Yeah, don't
I'm
leave
not
pee
gonna
on
be,
the
I'm not
seat
gonna
or
be
anything.
that guy who freaking pissed all over the floor, or
God forbid the seat.
the seat.
Yes.
That thing lifts.
Right?
Yeah. Because they have the seat that has the space in between, not the full seat.
Right.
And then did they do that for guys to piss while the seat's down? Because I'm not doing it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I hope
Because
not.
that would that almost encourage you to piss all over the seat.
right. It's like anything. There's a cutout zone.
There's a cutout, big deal. I mean,
I hope y'all just lift the seat.
We do.
we do.
Okay.
We do.
When we go in, it looks exactly the same as when we went in as when we leave.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Always, every time.
At least as far as I'm concerned, as far as we're concerned,
Right.
because we don't want that to. We don't want to.
I think one of you should stand outside the bathroom each time a guy goes in, check it after he leaves, and then you could nail him when he leaves. Hey, don't use the women's again.
I got beer to drink.
Right. We got no room to be
Yeah.
bathroom
I
monitors.
can't.
No, that ain't happening.
And besides,
Somebody's doing it.
Yeah, if I'm hanging outside the bathroom, man, they'll probably have me arrested.
Exactly.
What are you doing hanging
Yeah.
outside the
Creeper.
bathroom here?
Creeper alert.
Not outside the bathroom, outside the women's bathroom.
That's right.
Looking
Creeper
at
alert.
Yeah.
Creeper alert.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Perv.
So, yeah. Gonna go
We're
ahead.
gonna go
And,
in there and check
It's
the
all
seat.
good.
gonna go
We're
ahead and
gonna
not
take
do
the
that.
temperature of the seat real quick.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Get
We're
one
gonna,
of,
we're gonna stick with the honor system.
get one of those fake plastic badges and stuff like that. Those kids, go, hey, I'm the bathroom monitor here.
Do you remember the Seinfeld show where they had a
No, I
sign
don't.
above the door? And when they came out, it said, didn't wash hands, didn't use soap, and it would flash as they
Right.
left the bathroom.
Yes,
That
exactly.
one was so funny.
I didn't watch the show, but
Oh, they didn't use soap.
that would be
Oh.
fantastic.
They didn't even turn the water on.
If they had that would be killer.
Oh, that'd be.
I didn't watch Seinfeld.
We had where I sit at my job, I can hear if someone's in the bathroom. Just the water, it's in the wall right there and everything. And we had hired this one girl that we were trying to, get rid of. And every time she would go in there, she did not wash her hands.
Oh,
Nasty.
So I let the other girls know. I'm like, y'all, just so you know, when
don't give her any high fives.
she
And
does not wash
remember
her
that
hands.
on
Did you
she's
potluck
hand her
in
a
the
day.
baby
bathroom.
wipe every time she came out?
Don't bring the
No.
chips and salsa.
Exactly.
Should have done. There you go.
But then I also told her, because we have a bathroom in our office that is just like a home bathroom, whatever. But then there's one down the hall that is like the commercial hospital, big flusher, whatever. So I tell everybody, when you come there, don't poop in our bathroom. Go down the hall.
Yeah.
Like
Common
it's-
courtesy.
Yes. Well, first off, yes, because
Yes.
we have a small office.
Right.
Nobody wants
Speaking
that.
of courtesy, if you're like Code Redding and you can't make it to the other bathroom and you got to go in that, just at least courtesy flush a couple of
Right.
times.
Well, yes, because I'll tell you what happened. That same girl went in that bathroom, flooded it, had to let maintenance know because it was going downstairs in the office below us. And
That's
all
kinda
the
crappy.
ceiling had to be
That's a shitty problem, yeah.
had to be replaced.
What a crappy
They
situation.
had to replace ceiling tiles.
Is that
and
what you meant by
everything.
potluck?
So
Because that's bad potluck.
I tell any
Pot
new
bad
hires
luck.
that story, and I'm like, go down the hall.
Get your ass
So-
down that hall.
Well, the question is why was that happening? Too
Well,
much
it's-
paper?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just a little bathroom. Like it.
Yeah, but
It's just a single stall, like a garage bathroom.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
like a little
Does that
one-holer.
remind you of the
But
girls?
it's not like a commercial
Right.
toilet,
Right.
so
Right.
like it doesn't have the powerful flush. Like
Right.
has just like a home flush. Like
Right.
I don't know how
low,
to describe
low
it.
flow.
I guess,
Low
yeah.
flow, yep.
But the one down the hall is like,
Well, they did that water conservation crud for a long time with the toilets that you would get, and they were such low flow. With 3 girls, they didn't get the concept of not using a ton of toilet paper, right? So we had our commode changed 3 times to get the most powerful mess, and they still clogged it. So what did he do? He would measure out. He counted out 15 squares, and he handed each one of them a length of 15 squares, and he said, "This is all you've got today. You figure it out." We never had another clogged toilet.
oh my gosh.
Okay, now here's the
That's
thing. Okay,
Covers were expensive.
that's
and so
kind of
were commodes.
that's pretty genius. And number 2, I haven't heard the word commode in a while. Anyway,
Exactly.
um,
I was thinking Komodo dragon.
Yeah, number
but-
3, yeah.
the Komodo dragon.
So, yeah,
dragon.
Komodo
The
dragon.
Komodo dragon ass.
So he's handing you get your 15 square allotment.
Right.
Okay. But it can't be like that John Wayne toilet paper, right? That don't take shit off
No, it
nobody.
wasn't the single ply. No.
rough as hell, don't take shit off nobody. Yeah. Because I mean you'll break a finger through there anytime. With that.
Well, we're not in Saudi Arabia. You don't have to just use your hand, okay?
That's what a dude said one time. He goes, last time I got a piece of ass, my finger broke through the toilet paper.
Right? Thank you, Mark.
Ay, ay,
He used to say that all the time, man. It's funnier than shit, though.
It is
ay.
funny.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
No
it's-
pun intended.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. It was funny, though, what he did. I kind of cracked up when I first heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so, all right, man, I don't know. It's pretty much devolved.
Yeah, let's not belabor
Yes, it
that
has.
It didn't,
Went downhill in a hurry.
Anyway.
Evolved.
They always do.
it
We went,
devolved.
well, we started out at the no service bar, and then
It went to
Oh, we
shit.
it went to shit.
Well, we started out with the prep charge.
the prep jar. Wait a minute.
And that's what
Can
it
and will
did.
be misconstrued.
Right.
And you end up on toilets. What the
Can you
heck?
end up on toilets? Yeah, because I don't even like going to public toilets. I mean, to drop the old proverbial
No.
deuce.
No. Shipwreck.
Hate it.
I'm not proud.
Shipwreck.
I'll go wherever.
Yeah, she will, but I don't like it.
Wasn't it American
Yeah.
Pie?
I think girls don't care.
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I have to finch, then I'll go.
Yeah. What's the deal with men and books, okay? You
Books?
don't go in the bathroom to read a book. If us women need to go, we get in, we get out. It doesn't take us long.
That's not-
Guys,
well-
they're in there for a half hour. What's going on?
You know what? No,
But why-
No. I'm in and out. I can't sit still that long. My legs will fall asleep.
Yeah,
But why don't men like public restrooms?
I don't. I think it's nasty.
Yeah.
And plus, they have the John
You
Wayne.
have to go into a men's public bathroom.
Oh,
to
well, maybe there's
understand.
something to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have to play
Okay.
janitor,
we just did
Yeah.
talk kind of.
Dues.
We did just kind
I'm
of talk
done.
about
Yes,
that. So
yes,
maybe that
yes.
is a difference
Okay,
because
okay, I see that.
And see
But
here,
okay.
They don't have their book with them either, so there you go.
the suckiest
true.
the suckiest public bathrooms I went to ever, believe it or not, was Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh.
Because we were there all day. I had the old get in there pretty quick, like, because I was getting chills. So, and then they have 30, 40 stalls there, and you're like, great, that's cool. So I start going down, and every last sons of bitch didn't have a door on them.
Right.
Oh,
You're gonna supposed to look right or left anyway, right?
Dude, I mean, you're sitting there. You know,
Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing?
hey,
Hey, go team.
yeah, we
Just
know.
be like, next.
Yeah, we know who
Next.
took that one, don't we? Fat boy over there.
I remember the
Holy cow!
last time down at Sears Point, gals came in the men's restroom, and the old pee trough.
Yeah. Oh
Everybody
yeah.
just stood around. They're just like dropping trowel right in there. We're like, huh. Alrighty then.
Yeah. The troughs are crazy. Yeah, that's fine. The troughs are
The community,
the
community pisser.
the troughs
Yeah,
are actually
but that's that
cleaner.
way in other countries. Japan, women squat over a trough. That's how
Really?
they are. Yeah, they don't have actual commodes or any toilets. Begging
no,
your pardon.
You could call them commodes. I just thought it was.
It's an actual
yeah.
trough, and you
Yes.
just squat over it. That's just
Exactly.
how it's done.
Seriously?
yeah.
Japan,
Yeah.
which is the cleanest country I've been to.
I think pissing in
Literally,
troughs is
it's-
cleaner than pissing in
But you know what I'm
urinals.
saying? It's like the round ones. You stand around. It's got the
No, it's an
It's-
actual trough.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been there.
And the bathhouses, you're all going on
Yep.
in together. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they just okay.
Weird.
They're good there, huh?
Yep.
It's bodily function. What do you want to know?
Oh, I know, but
And you bring a little hand towel with you. You carry it in your purse or what? So when you wash your hands, you can dry your hands off because there isn't any of that there. They don't have the blow dryers or any of that
Paper
stuff.
towels
Oh.
or anything.
Yeah.
they don't have like a center in football that has a towel there for the quarterback to wipe his hands off and
No,
stuff
it's
like that.
anything you
To dry
sense.
them off and stuff. They don't
Omaha.
Omaha. Hey man, you're going pretty heavy on that towel. back
Omaha.
Well, it's better than Mexico. It's just a hole in the in the ground, and you had to pay to go in and use a hole in the ground. Oh my God!
We went to Tijuana and you had to pay. And mind you, I was like 10 years old. But you had to pay to go to the bathroom. And oh my gosh, I had never
Nastiest
seen that
thing ever.
before
You had
in
to
my
pay?
life. Yeah.
Yes.
You have to pay to get the door
Anywhere you
open.
want to
Anything
use
for a
restroom.
buck.
Yeah.
They also
Brazil
sold like
was the same way. You had to
just
pay to go to the restroom.
butchered
so
chickens
people
on
would go
the
outside in the
street.
sand instead of paying to go into the restroom. That
Yeah.
defeated the purpose there. Just saying.
yeah.
That was in Rio on the beautiful beach. That wasn't so
Wow.
beautiful after all.
So I mean, if the beach there's water,
Right.
so why don't you just go into the water
to
and
the
just
water,
take
exactly.
the lead?
Well,
Well,
if you don't have your swimsuit on, if you're just down there walking on the beach or something.
I'd still go. I'd still probably go in the water. I'll say, oh man, this water looks great. Why'd you do that? Had to piss.
There's sharks
Well,
in
that's
the
why
water.
they're a
I'm not
developing
going in the
country.
water.
They're
Yeah, but
not-
that's. But you know,
I'm just peeing on the
If
jellyfish
you drink
before they
it-
get me.
if you drink enough, yeah, just
little
piss on that
bastards.
jellyfish.
Preventing a jellyfish sting.
I'm preempting.
Preventive-
I'm preempting the sting.
Preventive medicine.
Does that really? Is that
It
that
is
a myth? Is that
no,
a myth?
it's a real thing.
Have you? I mean,
I mean, I've never been stung by a jellyfish, but I've heard it's a real thing.
That you can pee on.
It's only
Yeah.
in the movies, but you go ahead and try it and let us know.
oh no.
If I got a jellyfish sting, I would let someone pee on me to take that chance.
Couldn't you just use rubbing alcohol? I mean,
No.
Yeah, because I carry that with me all
No.
the time.
it's
At
in
the beach.
every
Here,
hand sanitizer you own.
Yeah.
Jeff, have a beer.
Spritz,
Pee on me,
spritz.
quick. First aid.
No, I'm just saying. If it's stinging that bad,
I don't know. You've seen it in the
you can
movies.
go
I don't
back in
know.
the ocean and rinse it off. So, I mean,
Right.
I don't know.
I'd
Something
take the
to it.
chance.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it works, if it's a proven fact, then I would let somebody.
Okay,
probably
what
take
is it supposed to do though? The uric
I don't know.
acid in your urine does what?
it. You got me.
I don't
Is
know.
it supposed to get the jellyfish off
Anybody
of you?
can Google
or
that,
Stop
like
the
No,
what-
no.
burn?
Stop the burn. It's after, like, you
Jason's
get out of the
gonna check
water.
that.
Yeah, Google that out, would you?
He's checking it out.
GTS.
Yeah, because I know that I watched Impractical Jokers and they did a
They did do one on that, yeah.
the punishment on Sal, and they had a fake jellyfish thing, and he was trying to get people on the beach to take a leak on his leg.
Well, this
So
That's a perversion.
AI saying no, you should not urinate on jellyfish sting. It's an old wives' tale. There is no scientific evidence that urinating on a jellyfish sting helps. Urine can actually make the sting hurt more and triggers the stingers to release more venom.
Oh, yay.
Urine
Oh.
contains ammonia and urea, but the
Yeah,
water of the
urea.
urine deletes these substances too much to be effective.
Okay, so I
Well,
guess nobody
There
needs
you
to
go.
pee on me.
Now
No,
we know.
no golden showers on the
I think-
jellyfish
Yeah.
sting.
I think that goes back to the old cut a slip between snake bite and suck the venom
Suck the venom out, right?
You're not supposed to do that.
okay,
That's a no-no too.
I hope I never have to figure that out anyway.
Well, I guess anti-venoms are way better, and if you get human saliva in with the poison.
Oh, it's even
It
dirtier.
Screws it up.
Yeah, not so good.
You know what? Okay, I saw this. Speaking of beaches and stuff, I saw like a little clip of this on Facebook that these guys, they had all this food and then they were putting laxative in all of it. Okay, and then they would throw it out on the beach for the seagulls.
Oh, I saw that. Giving the seagulls the shits.
They do it enough.
So
What's the difference?
Oh my god!
they gave the seagulls the shits, and they were showing people with seagull shit all over their freaking clothes and crap like that because they couldn't hold it.
I mean, that's hilarious.
It was.
Like,
why?
I was crying laughing. I know that probably
That's
shows
because
you.
it wasn't on you.
That's right.
It was somebody else.
But I'm like, I wouldn't have thought of that.
I would have never thought of that either.
I thought it used
Is
to
it
be
sad
thrown
that I
of,
kind of want to try it?
I thought it used to be you gave them Tums or an antacid and they would blow up.
I don't know. I never.
You could blow up a seagull.
I have heard that.
But you didn't get
You
that
could
side.
feed them like Tums
This
or
one's
something
really
and they'll
short.
just poof.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard of that either.
I've heard of that.
I
yeah.
don't know.
I mean, I wasn't raised with seagulls in Southwest Oklahoma, so all we did was stick a bottle rocket in a frog's mouth and send it up.
Do you tie two cats together and light their tail on fire?
No, I haven't done that.
Well,
Oh, me
Have
either.
you?
Shit, well,
No,
yeah. Obviously she has.
That's what I've heard.
no, my dad, not me. My dad.
Yeah.
He did all kinds of mean ass shit.
Yeah, we used to put firecrackers in little frogs' mouths and put them in people's mailboxes and light it off.
Oh my god!
We wasn't the coolest kids ever.
So this is a similar story. They lived in Arkansas, and their house was up on like stilts. Mm-hmm. And one day he was running as fast as he could out from underneath the house, and his mom's yelling out the window, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm getting out of here. The house is on fire." Guess who started it?
Oh, snap.
In
They got it
Arkansas,
out, but it's just he was just a hellion.
hey, in Arkansas, did they have a teeth brush or a toothbrush?
I don't think they had one.
That's what they said.
One
said.
tooth? What?
That was the old joke. I mean, if they, you know that the toothbrush wasn't invented in Arkansas, or it was invented in Arkansas, because if it was anywhere else, it would have been
Teeth brush.
Ay, ay, ay.
Also, I heard the one if a brother and sister get married in Arkansas and they move and they get divorced, are they still brother and sister?
What? Say that again?
Okay, go ahead and
Brother
tell her
and
again. Yeah,
sister get married in
You got to
Arkansas.
repeat that joke.
A brother and sister get married.
Right, which
In
you're not supposed to do.
Arkansas,
Yeah.
and then they get divorced. Are they still brother and sister?
You got to think about it.
I know.
I feel like there's a lot of jokes about Arkansas out there.
Yeah.
Arkansas catches
Even
a
though
lot
we
of
would totally move
You
there
know,
in a heartbeat.
Oklahoma has the same jokes, okay?
We would move to any of
Who?
those places.
Oklahoma.
When? Where?
Oh, please. I've heard them all. Okies, Oklahoma. Come on. Same pair of dentures the whole family shares.
I never heard of that. I never heard of that in Oklahoma.
I have.
That's because you live there. The jokes are all outside of Oklahoma.
Here's the problem with that. Is like this is they can blast on Oklahoma, you can blast on Arkansas, but the real trouble is the deep South, and that ain't the deep South. Oklahoma.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah, because I think that's where Jerry Springer got a lot of his guests from.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it sure seemed that way.
The baby mamas.
Yep. Who's
Yeah,
the daddy?
I mean,
Who's your daddy?
yeah. Well, that's Maury too. Yeah,
That's
the Maury,
Maury.
all those guys.
All those, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that's sure. They had their share of accents for sure. And it got pretty crazy. I mean, but did y'all ever watch Springer? Really?
No.
I mean, I used to watch
For-
it when it first came out.
When I was homesick from school or whatever,
When
called
Springer-
in sick to work, you turn Jerry Springer on.
when,
Yeah.
when
But-
Springer first
I
came
would.
out,
Jerry,
the fights were real on the first.
Yeah, when it
Jerry.
first started. Yeah.
Because I mean, they would beat the ever loving shit out
That's
of
why
each
they got
other.
the security guys.
Yeah.
Well, no, and then they
Was
got,
it Todd?
Oh, then they
What's his name?
Steve Wilkos.
Oh,
Steve
Steve,
Wilkos.
the big
But-
bald guy. Yeah, the bouncer.
But what they did, they told him that they were going to charge him because he's like accessory to battery or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And because I seen this one guy come up there, man, and he said he had a crush, a secret crush on this one guy. Okay, yeah. And so this guy gets up and he kicks this dude in the chest. He's sitting on the chair, just kicks him in the chest and flips him off the stage like that. Man, I'm like, that wasn't fake.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah.
they had great fights. They had great fights back in the day.
Right.
And then they had to kind of cool it out, and then they just pull each other's hair and all that kind of dog shit and stuff like that. But Springer was hardcore, man, at first. And that son of a bitch kept on it for years. Because he just recently passed away.
Right.
That's Jerry Springer for you, man. And now I seen a meme that's saying, I seen a meme that has Jerry Springer on it, in the afterlife, and then has his card and has Mary right there. Let's bring out Mary's husband, Joseph.
And if they were after they got in a fight, if they were like, "Do you need a glass of water?" Yeah. You know where that water is going?
Right in
They're
somebody's
always going to
face.
throw it in someone's face. That's inevitable.
I never watched that one.
We went to Branson, on one of our vacations, and so they had the prices right there at one of the theaters. Not the one that it's the same Price is Right games, but it wasn't like the filming of the thing like that. But I'll be damned if the host wasn't Jerry Springer.
Right.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Is that a step up for him?
So somebody
Maybe
got
next
it.
little peace
Contestant
and
on the
quiet.
Price is Wrong.
So two people with the same name got called up on stage and they kicked the shit out of each other. No, that's not really true. But,
close enough.
But yeah, and so but our friend, she got called up to the stage to play the game, that piggy bank game. Anybody watch Price is Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that game with the piggy bank where you can win like
The big prize,
$1,000,
or like
$1,000 something, $500, or like
What's in the piggy bank?
$6.39
Yeah.
or something like that.
What's the one with door number 1 and door number 2?
Let's make a deal.
Oh, that's it. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Okay, different show.
yeah, it's okay. But the cool thing is that they let you on stage after the show's done. You got to go up on stage and spin the big wheel just to spin it.
I got a buck.
Rayette did it.
Woo, woo.
I didn't
did
win
it.
anything.
But yeah, Jerry,
Well,
we go.
Got
through-
Just the satisfaction of getting a buck.
The satisfaction that
So here's
I nailed it.
Here's the ironic part. Okay, so you got Jerry Springer, who's Jerry Springer, hosting a show in Andy Williams, the tight buttoned up Andy Williams, his theater.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was at his theater. It was at
Yep.
the Andy Williams Blue Moon Theater. Yeah.
No.
What am I thinking of? Griffith RFD or Mayberry RFD?
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
He got there.
Sheriff Andy Taylor.
He was.
What?
He was what?
No.
Oh, okay.
Andy Griffith.
what?
What?
GTS.
You got to share that.
Andy Griffith. Mayberry RFD.
Over here.
What about him? Gay?
What? No.
Google it.
Where's the Google? Google this. I'm not-
Googling
I'm
gay
not-
stuff.
I read that somewhere and I was shocked. I
Wow.
mean, Annie B would be mortified.
Ain't be.
Yeah.
Ain't be. Yeah. So he's the one that really did the
Could be
first.
fake news.
He's
I
the
don't
one
know.
that did the first American Pie thing to one of Aunt B's pies.
Stop it.
Come here, Opie.
No, Paul, not the whipping stick.
I don't know. I can't find it. I'm not.
I read it
Nothing's
somewhere.
coming up with that.
Thank God he's dead, so he can't sue us.
Right?
Right? Well, you know Gomer Pyle was, right?
No, I know
So-
Gomer
Yes,
Pyle
Gomer-
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came up in that search right there.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Golly.
Yeah. Sorry,
He was
Carter.
actually a handsome guy.
Yeah.
He was clean-cut, handsome
Who?
guy.
No, I
Gomer?
don't think so.
You don't think Gomer
Jim
Pyle
Neighbors?
was Jim Neighbors?
No.
God, my mom hated that show.
For the era? Come on. Think about the era, though. Rock Hudson was hot.
I have his
Yeah.
autograph.
Oh, he was hot.
Yeah, he died of food poisoning. Ate a bad weenie.
Georgie just about lost it. Right?
You've been waiting all day for that one.
I've been waiting
That was
for
an
years
all
for that
day.
one, man. You know.
She had to
Speaking
walk
of-
away.
Do you see next weekend at Brewfest, they're having the Sherm's wiener eating contest?
Oh yeah, the hot dog eating contest.
Oh,
Now-
man. Some
Yeah.
girl from White City's going to win that thing.
That one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm telling you right now, some
Yeah, they
girl
are.
from White City's going to win that goddamn
they are.
thing.
You bet they are. You got to explain that, though. Some people, now, let's kind of give the explanation of White City for people here.
Hey, it's easy enough if you listen to Rush. It's our version of Rio Linda.
Okay.
Remember that whole thing
No, I
with
do.
Rio Linda?
Yeah, but
I grew up in Felony Flats.
Felony Flats.
Yeah, I
Felony
know.
Flats.
I know, but it's
Every town
I-
has one.
yeah.
I tried burning the whole town down when I was growing up.
you
but-
should have been more successful.
I
at
know.
it. You
but
suck.
I know.
That was your
I was
mistake.
No,
only
and even fire didn't want to have a part of that place.
right.
It put itself out.
Right.
So what the fuck are you doing, dude? I don't want any part of
Fire
this
didn't
place.
want to have a good reputation after
right.
that.
Yeah.
Say no. We only go so far.
Right. Yeah. Oh my, that place is a trip for sure.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Is somebody knocking on the door? Or was that a gunshot? I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
well, every time a siren, I worked out there.
oh yeah.
And so every time, you hear an emergency vehicle, I always called it, okay, in Oklahoma, the tornado siren's called the song of the people. Every time we hear a siren out there, for an emergency vehicle at White City, song of the people.
right.
So that's how it goes.
Why is it called White City?
Camp White.
Yeah.
It was Camp White back in World War II.
The Dom.
The
the
DA
Doms.
domiciliary, and right there the old
Again, White. Was it somebody's name or?
Oh, sure.
yeah, General White.
Yeah.
It was General White.
Thank you.
So you have all the pillboxes and everything out in Sam's Valley. That was like a training ground. So
I needed to know.
I didn't know it. Just till now.
There you go.
There you go.
And why does Central Point have a bar in Central Point, but then they put another Central Point in the middle of Medford? I'm really confused.
Central
No.
Point expands from White City to freaking Medford to the coast to Southern California to everything like that.
oh, you're talking the Point
just-
Pub and Grill.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so it's not Central Point.
But it
so
started
you have
in
the
Central Point.
We have the Point Pub and Grill.
Right.
But now they have the Point down in Arizona. They have them down.
Oh, it's a huge chain
Yeah, it's
now.
a chain. It's a franchise.
I
Am
thought
I-
it was,
am I
I thought it
wrong,
was just a
though,
local
about
little
Central
pub
Point?
that opened and then they opened the second one.
Central Point expands their borders basically.
Their city
The city of
lines,
Central
I guess,
Point
go like
goes from White City to Medford to Ashland to
Not to Ashland.
all the way over
Seems
to
like it,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah to up there toward Roseburg all the way, and then snakes down a freaking river, and then
A little
ends up over
history.
there. Yeah,
Central Point
No.
was actually going to be the original district office, for Jackson County, because that's where the train lines came through.
really.
Yeah, I mean, check out the history. It's actually
Yeah.
kind of cool.
No, but I mean it goes along
It's got this wonky.
wonky looking thing. It's not
Yeah.
it's not just a square blockage.
No,
It's crazy how it did that for sure.
it goes down half a Beale,
Yeah.
and then half of whatever other road.
well,
Yeah.
and as it gets over to like 62 and Vilas,
Yeah.
it all kind of some is Medford, some is Central Point.
Yeah,
like it's all
exactly.
kind of weird out there too.
Were they drunk when they drew the lines?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
they went around all the mountains. They didn't want to go through them and do a straight line.
Well, there was no mountains.
There was a-
Hills, whatever.
There was a guy from White
There's no
City.
hills.
There was a guy from White City who drew it up.
Okay. I thought it was called White City because of the meth.
No.
No?
It was way before meth. It
That's
was
what
way
I heard.
before
That was
meth.
before meth.
It was
yeah.
way before
Yeah.
meth. Way
Okay.
before meth.
Well, shoot, man, I can't believe that we finished this hour already.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
Snap.
fun. That was
that's pretty
good.
crazy.
Good conversation.
We're going to be turning the mics over to the women here shortly.
Yep.
They're going to do the
Take a
takeover.
quick break here and then
So, anyway,
Toodles.
we really appreciate everybody listening. We're going to split this up into different segments and things like that. But if you like the show, we love you. If you don't like the show, we love you. But just share the show with somebody that you know, because who knows, they may like it too. So we'll talk to you soon. You can see us on, you can get a hold of us at Almost Famous Radio on Facebook or Gmail or Buzzsprout, or and you can listen to us on any of your platforms that you want to listen to. So, right now, we're out.